Yes, good afternoon, everybody. We're going to have a look at the Randwick at Flemington meetings. This is for the Metropolitan Handicap and Epsom. It's going to be a wonderful day of racing. The tracks are good in both Flemington and Randwick at the moment. So let's have a quick look. What I'm going to have a look at today is where you are looking for horses that are nominated for one race and start in another. So it's fairly easy at Flemington. So we're going to have a look at race 4. And this is the Hill Stakes. We've got number 2 Colding on top over the 2,000 metres. And you'll see that one of the horses that's been scratched here is Very Elegant. Now, if we go to race 7, we'll find that Very Elegant was to run in, not this race, but a race in Flemington. Sorry, this is the race that Colding was going to run in and has been scratched from that, obviously. So that gives us as a guide to think that maybe that Colding, the connections are sure that he's going to be better off in the Hill Stakes. He's only run once before over 2,000 metres, and that was on a heavy track at Randwick where it was fourth at the turn, beaten 10 lengths. However, we have a look down here and we find his record on heavy tracks, 2 starts, never won, but his good track record is very, very good. At Randwick, 10 starts for 4 wins and a second. Now, last start was second to the turn, and got to the front and didn't give it up. The run before that was only his second run from a spell. Was very clear towards the lead and hang on and just couldn't quite catch on to a Dream Force. Okay, so I think over the 2,000 and with a bit more relaxed tempo, it'll still be very, very fast. You can see here that 78 rating, and over on this one, 102.5 on this particular rating program is a career highlight, and never done better. So certainly well placed in this. One of the dangers is going to be Fierce Impact, I think. His rating comes from a 70 at this track, and that was back on the 29th of February. They ran outstanding time, and you can see the rating there on that other program was 101.1, and for the last was 102. However, that was in a very slow time. That was at Flemington. It was on a good track. And while easily beat the opposition, when I say easily beat, came on really strong at the finish to get up by a neck. Did quite well. You can see a very fast closing sectional. If we have a look back now at Colding, if we have a look at the closing sectional here, it was only 34.95, the difference being that he was right on the speed at the turn. Okay, so now we go to Flemington, and we look in race 7 and we find that Very Elegant is listed to run down here. Okay, we've rated her an odds-on chance in this particular race, and it does look like she's going to be favourite, although I think it's probably somewhere between $3 and $4. So if you have a look at Very Elegant, you'll find her last run was a 76.8 behind Colding, slowly away and hampered near the 1200 it says, so we've got to take that into account. Mark Zara, an absolutely outstanding jockey, is on board, and as you can see from the form, sprinkled with wins. However, her record is not that great on a good track. On slow track, 6 wins from 10 starts, heavy track, 3 starts for 2 wins. Would prefer to be on an off track. They keep saying they're going to get rain in Melbourne. I don't think they will. The track at Flemington is currently a good 4. Okay, so it depends how it is, but it will be a third run from a spell, and is going to go very well. If you have a look at this other rating method here, just have a look at those ratings, all over the 100 mark. So an outstanding mare, we know that, and likely to do well. I just point your attention to the very fact that on a good track is not at her best. Has had 4 starts at this track for 2 placings. Okay, they were way back here, and I might mention also February 19, November 18, they were both on good tracks. Okay. That's just one thing we can look for, and it often happens in here. Now, the other one we can look at, we can see that Finch is also listed to run in this race as a 20-point penalty, mainly because of the fact that it hasn't had a run for quite a little while. If we added the other back, it would come up to a 72.6 and put Finch solidly into second place, if we wanted to do that. Okay, the other one with the penalty, the 20-point penalty, second up from the spell is Act 2. You have a look last time, second up from a spell, was third in a very, very low rated race. But and that was on a slow track too. Also, this particular horse has done very, very well on good tracks, as you can see. Before coming to Australia, was actually running here on very solid tracks, a fast 2 equivalent. Okay, that's all I have for you today, and I hope that's a guide to the weekend. It also gives you another glimpse into how you can use the GTX program to, with the win form in it, to point you in the direction of winners. So good luck, and once again, thanks for watching.